So just give me a moment. I'm encountering some technical difficulties. There you go.
Your post, guest. The colonel's in trouble.
How do you mean, in trouble?
He's at Fort William Henry, facing impossible odds.
So I'm just gonna go and disembark the post and just go and explain what happened. Really do apologize. I'm currently 4 minutes late. I had a kind of a late start to starting things, mainly because I kind of was invited to go and have Taco Bell for lunch, and I decided to go for that at about 12:20, which is 10 minutes before I usually start hooking things up. And by the time I got back, it was 12:40, so I had 20 minutes to unhook my Xbox Series X, hook up my Xbox 360, and get things set up for streaming. And it took a lot longer than I would have actually liked, mainly because there's a long process for me to make sure everything is hooked up, and also had to take some time to get a cup of coffee because I just woke up about 2 hours ago and I'm just so tired. With that being said, we are technically in a main mission right now. We cannot, we're still like in a main mission, so we are going to be heading to where the main mission will take us, which is where so for some reason I don't have access to fast travel, so I guess we're just selling that on our own.
Sorry for the early libation, Captain. But do you realize it has been a whole year since we met? A whole year! Changed my life, you did. And for the better. You will forgive me if I have been celebrating without you.
A whole year. Yes. I have a question for you. How long have you known of my, well, former allegiance?
Just wanted to make sure. Yeah, we just go straight from here.
I knew that ages ago, Shay. I may be drunk, but I'm not blind. Or did you think I would assume you had escaped from some homicidal circus?
Why didn't you say anything?
Well, the Colonel wanted us to avoid the subject so it wouldn't, influence your decision-making. You saved my life out of pure selfless instinct, and helped countless others besides. If it were up to me, I would have made you an official Templar months ago.
Who is it up to then? Monroe mentioned a Grand Master.
Oh yes, the Grand Master of the Colonial Rite. You'd like him, Shay. His father was an assassin.
I really want to know how many missions are in Sequence 3. Oh, we're still... Oh.
Really? You must have a story to tell.
What is the news from Fort William Henry?
The garrison is surrounded. Reinforcements are late.
General Montcalm has been blazing a path across the colonies for King Louis, hasn't he?
I rather wish he'd stayed home with his mistress.
His or King Louis?
Either. Though I suspect the king's is finer.
Indeed. Madame O'Murphy is supposed to be quite the charmer.
I know Murphy is in the French king's bed. Now I know you're pulling my leg.
Alright. So that's something that I honestly was not thinking of. I think we may have some new, I think we may be able to send like our ships out for a new mission, so we'll go ahead and check that out. After this main mission, I want to save like any sort of thing until we have access to exploration. But today we're gonna be progressing the main story till we have access to free roam when we're not stuck in a mission. And then we're gonna be going out and tackling all the medium ranked areas. For those curious, this actually isn't that long of a game, so I would be very surprised if it takes longer than 20 streams to 100% it. But this was actually something I was thinking about today, actually. It's very possible that this game may be the next game I complete on this channel, and when that happens, I will be moving on to Jedi Fallen Order. Now, I am planning on buying Jedi Fallen Order. It is currently available on Xbox Game Pass, but I am planning on buying the game just so that I own it. Because games on Xbox Game Pass typically aren't there forever. This is possible that they may get removed at some time in the future, and I'd rather own the game now, because I know I'll probably have fun playing it. You fucking assholes. I'd rather play the game now, own the game now, than worry about buying it. You dicks! You brought this on yourself. You brought this on yourself. I was perfectly fine leaving you alone. You brought this on yourself. There we go. This is a schooner, so it won't give us anything we really want. I want to get a brig. Eventually I'll get a man of war. For now I want a brig. But you guys brought that on yourself. I was perfectly fine to leave you alive to fight your own battles, but you just had to piss me off. You had to run into me. Perfectly fine to let you fight your own battles. But you have chosen death. We are almost there, I think. And the Costi is on our right. So I think we should be almost there. I don't know why we don't have... Maybe this is like an open, like separate from the main maps. I didn't see like a mission marker in New York or River Valley. I will admit I don't remember this mission that well. Eventually we'll get there. That's one thing that I dislike about naval combat. Sometimes it can take a while for you to get to your destination. It's so nice once you have the ability to fast travel everywhere because it makes travel just so much easier. So, for those curious, it is River Valley. Why didn't I see the marker there? Either this is gonna put me in a mission or I miss a mission marker in River Valley. It looks like I missed a mission marker in River Valley. It could also be that I didn't notice mission marker was hovering over the fast travel thing because I wasn't actually in the area. That could also be it. Got a new Animus entry for James Wardrop.
Shay, you are a sight for sore eyes.
Jack?
Colonel Monroe surrendered to General Montcalm. The French and their Abenaki allies took Fort Henry. Johnson was supposed to bring reinforcements here.
I don't see anyone else.
The Abenaki are restless. They don't understand the terms of surrender and refuse to heed Montcalm. The colonel and his men were released this morning. They're walking into an ambush.
Wait here in case Johnson arrives. I'll protect the colonel.
Thank you.
I really like the look of Jack Weeks. I wonder
pay my
if he was ever killed in like any sort of Assassin's Creed media, like comic book or something.
I hope I'm not too late.
So we can't take damage for this first objective.
Surprise!
There's one optional objective. There we go. Oh, there's one optional objective. There's one air assassination, and we're so good for the optional objective. For those curious, there is an achievement for countering air assassinations. I'm actually gonna loot you to see if I can get some sleep darts.
Good work, men.
There we go.
Master Cormac,
Sir, we must hurry. We should bring what's left of your men to the Morrigan.
a welcome offer, Captain Cormac. Follow me. Safe passage is ahead.
Just trying to get some sleep darts back.
So if you don't mind me asking, what happened at Fort William Henry?
Poor planning and poor luck, I'm afraid. Montcalm was able to bombard us for days.
Damn frog.
Actually, he acted with great honor. When we sent for parley, he returned an offer far more generous than anticipated. We kept our arms, and more importantly,
No actual objective yet.
Only to walk into a trap.
I would hardly expect the French to defend us. Would you?
No, I wouldn't.
You continue to prove your loyalty to the Templars, Master Cormac. Risking your life for me.
We're not out of the woods yet, Colonel. As for my loyalty, well, I do owe you, don't I? You saved my life. Gave me a second chance.
We have been working together for a year now. During that time, you have rendered many great services. Whatever debt you imagine you have towards me is paid, wouldn't you say?
Perhaps. Live! Attack! Take cover!
Keep together!
I'll take out as many as I can.
Finding any?
Hold on.
All right, Colonel. Keep your men moving. I'll scout ahead and signal if there's trouble.
A sensible strategy. Very well. I will lead my men around slowly.
Here we go. I'm assuming it's probably gonna have some optional objective related to assassinating Kasega. That's my guess. Come on. I'm gonna have to loot for some more sleep darts. I'm actually gonna try and use some berserk darts. There's 4. There's 5. So I know there is a guard there. There are 2 guards up there. Okay. Really trying to be smart about this. Yeah, I know he's detecting the guy up there. He should not see me.
What?
I need more sleep darts in order for me to get this to work. I'm actually going to abort this memory. I can, so can I at least craft sleep darts? God damn it. Hold on, might be because I'm... Let's try again. This will be much easier with sleep darts. Okay. There's one. Am I so good for the optional objective? Yes. There we go. Now all we need to do is get a berserk dart on one of those guys. Or we could get 2 sleep darts on him. And they're not looking at me. There we go.
Hurry. Segawasa will not relent.
Segawasa. You know this man, Master Cormac.
Aye, Colonel. He is one of Achilles' men. An assassin, as I was.
So they know I'm a Templar. And now this assassin knows you live.
And work with Templars. I'm no fool, Colonel. The assassins will come after me next. We're both targets now.
So the solution is simple. We must kill Kasegawase.
You know that's a trap, right?
Indeed, Master Cormac. But we have little choice. We survived French cannons, we will survive this.
Follow me.
I didn't know we just had to book it. I thought I had to kill all those guys.
Loose the sails!
You heard the captain, men? Let's get out of here! Move! Move! See!
I owe you my life, Master Cormac.
As do I, Colonel.
We have much to discuss. However, I must tend to my troops.
Sir,
I will accompany you to Johnson's trading post at Onokwaga.
Then I shall depart at once. Master Colmac, meet me there.
Room for exploration? Yeah, 100%. And we are no longer in a mission, so we are free to explore. Let's go ahead and we will fast travel to New York. Let's get started, shall we? So first things first, we are going to be clearing out like this area. We're going to be getting the last 2 viewpoints. And we're going to be taking on this gang headquarters. So from this point on, this entire rest of the stream is probably going to be spent on exploration, but it is necessary for 100% completion, which is why I'm doing it now. For the record, we are only going to be doing all the medium ranked areas, and then we're going to be going back to the main story, and once we complete the next sequence, we're going to be doing all the hard ranked areas. I do understand that this is maybe not the most entertaining thing to watch, but it is necessary for 100% completion regardless. I will say that I never really considered exploration to be like a bad thing in Assassin's Creed games, at least for the most part. There are some games where Assassin's Creed games where exploration is honestly kind of a pain after a certain point, and those games are really like the RPG games where they seem to get bigger and bigger with every single game. Well, technically Assassin's Creed Valhalla has a smaller map than Assassin's Creed Odyssey, but it does have more areas to explore than Odyssey, I believe. But it's still, when you're trying to go for 100% completion, where you're trying to get all the collectibles, I'd rather get like all these condensed locations, all these locations where collectibles are condensed, than doing a bunch of locations where the collectibles are more spread out, if that makes sense. That being said, I do really understand that people do get tuned out here, but I do label my streams as 100% playthrough, so it just kind of is par for the course. And probably not going to change anytime soon, regardless of how this playstyle performs. I've been doing the same thing for 3 years, so probably not going to change anytime soon, but I do. There it is. I do recognize the criticisms for this, why people may consider this to be like a bad idea. I will say that I believe after this Flying Cock's Tower, I will say that after we beat the sequence, we may actually be able to have another modern day mission. There we go. Now let's turn our attention to the gang headquarters. And once we do this, we have a bunch of collectibles to get. Oh, we'll probably do the Assassin Interception first. Those are always pretty fun. And we should be able to handle this just fine. Usually, hard range gang headquarters are not based off of upgrades, they're based on skills. And he is a berserk dart on the trader, having it killed by his own allies. Wow, how'd that miss? There you go. Just gotta wait for him to die. Easy as pie. Yeah, let's go ahead and we will use our bank. Is where? Over here. Sleep darts, bullets. Engraving of Francois Macandal's death. Huh. I believe Francois Macandal is someone that you kill in Assassin's Creed Liberation. I could be wrong though. I remember him like being burned to the stake though. Okay, let's go around. Well, first, let's go ahead and do this Assassin Interception mission. And then, oh, I'm indecisive. We're gonna kind of go around and, Cornerstone, what we have enough, yeah, we're good. We're gonna kind of work our way towards Assassin Interception, so we're just gonna get like all the collectibles in this area before we do this Assassin Interception and make our way east and around.
You want to help us rebuild this fine city? We did it, lads. We chased those nasty Frenchmen out for good. Hurrah!
Buildings renovated, 1 of 2. Now, somewhere around this area, I believe, if memory serves, is a place you can farm to get a specific counter-assassination achievement, and I think you can actually farm both in this area. I may be wrong, but this is something that I did actually farm at one point. And I may have to go back and farm it again at the end of this playthrough. Let's say that sometimes I really kind of hate killing the massive ships. Honestly, kind of annoying sometimes. Ooh, don't you do that. There we go. That's gonna kill me. Okay, just really trying to be careful on my way down because if I drop from too high, I will die. Ah, I see. Okay. I know how to get that. There we go. Have a collectible done. Let us grab these 2 collectibles. We'll grab the collectible on this viewpoint, and then we'll do the Assassin Interception. Actually, we'll do the collectible on the viewpoint. We'll kind of go north a little bit to get the Animus fragment, and then we'll do the collectible on the viewpoint. we got one. Actually, I changed my mind again. We're gonna grab this collectible. I remember like seeing a video a while ago, someone like trying to do the Assassin Interception mission for the first time, and he couldn't figure out that you're supposed to approach the bird slowly, and he kept on running at the bird full speed and wondering why it kept on flying away. They'll get like 3 or 4 tries for him to actually figure out you're supposed to like sneak up on it, which I thought was kind of funny. And then when he finally did sneak up on it, he wasn't expecting a quick time event. So he ended up missing the quick time event and he lost it again. So funny.
I always side with the underdog. From afar, preferably.
Terror for our troops in India. As Fort William men were imprisoned overnight in a cell meant for 3. By the next morning, only 23 remained alive. Show us what you have. I like it when someone stands up for their Billy.
This fighter has my support.
There you go. Interception complete. That's actually a little bit more difficult. I should have expected there's going to be some guys on the rooftops. And I don't know how I missed that guy just standing around the crowd, but I did. That was fun. I always do find like Assassin Interception missions to be like really enjoyable. We're going to kind of like go a little bit of a longer way, so I do apologize for this, but we're just gonna try and go north and grab that viewpoint, that thing. Then we're gonna grab this one, kind of go over to this area, and just kind of work our way around, as I said. For those curious, I I really enjoy this game. I kind of consider it to be one of the more underrated Assassin's Creed games, and I feel like that if this game was released and had more development time, it really was like a longer game and it was released on a separate day than Assassin's Creed Unity. Because this game, Assassin's Creed Unity, was released on the same day. It's meant to pander to both like generations of consoles, but it's just kind of funny because this game isn't really a full-size Assassin's Creed game. But I feel like this game is often forgotten about because more people when this game launched were wanting to play Assassin's Creed Unity and then eventually got disappointed by the sheer amount of bugs. So it's just kind of a shame that this game did not get the attention that I feel like it deserved. How do I get this? There we go, we got it. Took us a while, but we got it. This game is actually has a pretty interesting story if I'm just gonna talk about it, but I'm not gonna go into if I do say so myself, but I'm not gonna like go into any details about it. I already kind of spoiled the story a little bit before, like I talked about Shay becoming a Templar. Oh what happened there? So currently, Shay is technically a Templar right now. He's helping the Templars, and I stated like in these like when Shay was still Assassin, that this game was kind of advertised at least among the fan base as Templar's Creed, which I always thought was kind of funny. This rooftop is janky. So I'm not trying to jump off the thing. I'm trying to like climb up the top of this stupid tower. Oh God, there's infinite lives. There we go. So I will say that I never had this experience, at least I don't remember having this experience when I was 100% this Assassin's Creed Rogue Remastered. So no idea why this particular rooftop, the physics are all fucking wrong, but okay. We will get this Animus fragment, it's just fucking janky. Thank you. Is that so difficult, Shay? That was so weird, if I'm just gonna be honest here. I feel like that should have happened. So for those curious, eventually I'm going to be covering every single Assassin's Creed game. But I'm unsure about when I will be, how long it will take me to cover that. Like, I'm planning on replaying Assassin's Creed Odyssey and planning on doing 100% playthrough of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And eventually I'm going to be covering every single Assassin's Creed game, but I will need to go back and play some of the older titles. But, I'm really trying to work on the games that trying to focus on the games that I actually stopped playing because I just either lost interest or never finished. So this game is kind of like higher. This game, Assassin's Creed Unity, Assassin's Creed Syndicate, Assassin's Creed Origins are kind of more on my priority list than replaying games that I've already completed. There we go. Almost done in New York, at least lower Manhattan.
Death from above.
This is what? All over the world. I don't know why, but when I saw that title, my mind went to the song by Your Favorite Martian. What again, dude? I'm praying we're gonna take over the world. Such a good song. There we go. Really trying to wait for the Shanty title. This is Where Am I? It's actually a good song. I actually like that one. There's some really good songs in sea shanties. Like a lot of songs that I actually love. I actually can't play that in this playthrough, which is unfortunate. Really trying to trigger like all the assassinations, the counter assassinations, because the sooner we get those achievements, the better. But really, the less I have to farm for it by the end of the playthrough, the better. Ideally, it would be great if I don't have to farm for any of these achievements. I know I have to farm for some. I know for a fact that I will have to farm for some, like some of the cheat code ones, but the less I have to farm, the better. There we go. I actually don't know if that counted. It might have. Are you going to be janky? Yeah, let's go and grab this blueprint. We'll grab this 10 wood, 40 stone. Yeah, I have enough of that. Gonna try and like kind of go into like X pattern. You'll see what I mean when I get there. I see you.
I got
Don't worry about you later. Lead Puckle Gun.
so long.
Another one done. So I think we needed 30 of each of them restarts. Let me actually take the moment to check the achievement list. Time to go 30 stalkers. I imagine we may be getting close to getting 10. I doubt we have like more than 10. And the other one was something we're getting to farm. Counter 15-year surprise tax. That's actually much more feasible. Okay, let's go and grab this chest. I see you.
I got you, boy.
The thing that can get the upper hand on me? No. Nah, fam. I really hate that phrase. I don't know why I said that. I literally consider people that just say fam to be like douchebags, if I'm gonna be honest here. I don't know why I said that.
Now you see me? Now you die.
Trying to get all the assassination things. Like, if I get it available, I'll just go for it. I'll try and trigger it. Because it'd be nice if I don't have to farm for those like I did in my Assassin's Creed Rogue Remastered thing. But there is actually places where they're more common because most of these counter kills are usually in set locations. So you can actually reload the same area and just find the same one if you want to. Let's go and grab the Shanty. Oh, well, I was gonna try and hunt down that stalker, but I'm not. I actually don't want to. Looks like it's actually further away than I would have liked. Which one is this? Hey, 13 of 30 collectibles. Nice. 2 Shanties. What's your name? Storm Along John. That one doesn't sound familiar to me. Go ahead and liberate this tavern. I do want to check something.
Soulagé de ce fardeau.
You've got less business here than Philip the Spaniel. Get out. Who let old sod's catch fire out to play? Way Jack.
Alright, it was one of those moments where I was like very pessimistic, or I wasn't sure if it was actually triggering, so the audio was actually working, but it looks like it is. Oh, you just punch him in the nuts. I kicked him in the nuts, that's funny. There you go.
Dull we all the French gone.
Really?
Too much tension between the English.
Alright, so we want to something else? Looking at my follower list, I want to see if there's like anyone that I am following that is currently live, but a couple people that are offline. I don't really watch streamers that often, usually for Twitch draws, but there is like a specific.
I'm so glad I'm the last.
There's a specific streamer that I'm looking. Dick.
I got you, boy.
There's a specific streamer that I am keeping an eye out because he's one of the few ones that he's usually something that is fairly entertaining, I guess, and he actually does kind of have a similar playstyle to me, where actually he is somewhat of a completionist, so he's just been someone that I've been actually following lately. But it's very rare for him to get online. I mainly discovered like watching some of his clips on YouTube, and so I just followed him on Twitch, but he's just never online when I am.
Now you see me?
Heck.
You can't slip away from us, you mangy dog. The gunner will have your head. Keep the slippery bastard out of my eyes.
There you go.
It's not worth my skin. Run!
I could have gone actually another. I could have actually gone a. I could have actually gone like another counter assassination thing, but I missed the timing. So the window for counter air assassinations is actually very tight. So I need to be very quick, but it was just like one assassination after another. And I actually couldn't like save myself in that, which is kind of stupid. Those assassinations can actually do some serious damage to you. They can actually get you in critical health pretty fast. And if you encounter like multiple assassinations in a specific time and you're not fast enough to if you're not fast enough to counter kill all of them, then yeah, it can be deadly. So let us go to North Atlantic. Gonna go to Fort Louis first. Louis. That's actually a song that show that I actually didn't really like, if I'm gonna be honest here. But I do admit like the theme song is actually fairly catchy. Oh wait, let me go ahead and check. Is there multiple? Medium, hard, medium. Okay. So we're gonna be doing two areas in New York. So it's actually gonna be a longer stream than I actually thought. But we're gonna be staying in New York longer than I actually thought, I mean. And by extension, we're gonna be exploring longer than I thought. So as per usual, we are going to be starting with the viewpoints if we can. It's actually, I vaguely remember like this area being walled off at a certain point. I don't know if it's walled off now. Like by walled off, I mean like not area not currently available in the current memory. So we'll see. It kind of feels like that time is running in slow motion. It honestly does not feel like I've been streaming for an hour. Apparently, I have. Oh, there's no viewpoints here. And the captain is kind of.
Stop, you! Stop!
So this is going all kinds of wrong.
Go away!
Come on. I'm trying to find the gang leader. Where is the gang leader?
Get out of there! I can see you sticking out.
Okay, well, I did not see that coming. I didn't know where the gang leader was. That was honestly kind of my bad. I literally had no idea where the gang leader was.
Look above!
Ideally, if I can get the gang leader with a berserk dart, that'd be great. He's just running around.
That gunsmith cheated me.
Dang it.
Blast! That gunsmith cheated me. Support my and now you die. Brothers, let us retreat.
There we go. Now we're free flowing to victory. So for those curious, you don't actually, it doesn't really matter if you get detected or not. All you really get is like a $200 cash bonus. That's it. There we go.
Attack the fortress.
Look at all we have to do. Oh, which reminds me. We do have a map here, so let's go ahead and do that first. 517 negative 227, is this it? -517 is here. Negative 227. Let's go ahead and do this treasure first. It's better. I like to get the treasures early on before I do any sort of collectible hunting, just to get them out of the way. Because I likely forget it once I am finished with the collectibles. So. We're also, once we go to, when we go to, God, I can't think what it's called, North Atlantic in River Valley, we're gonna be starting by using our maps and seeing, like, where each one we have is. And so I can worry about, like, taking them out, like, if it's a location we already been to. Looking for a horseshoe. Well, that's not where I thought it was gonna be. The map was misleading. I was gonna say we're looking for a horseshoe of rocks. Clearly not a horseshoe of rocks, but okay. No more New York ones. Let's go ahead and fast travel back to the port. Why is it shaking? That's weird. I'm trying to loot this chest. Let's go ahead and send our ship out on another mission. Oh, that is. Oh no, it's not brig that I want. It's frigate. That's right. Okay, so let's go ahead
Is that lining up like we do to fire muskets?
and grab these collectibles in this area, and then we'll move on.
Disobedient nonsense.
We are gonna try and kind of do a little bit of a loop, just kind of following this pattern. Actually, we'll grab this one first, and we'll grab this one, and just try and work our way around. I do really like the dialogue that some people have, like other reactions of like assassins climbing, although there's some that really do kind of annoy me, in particular the NPC dialogues when they're reacting to anti-air climbing buildings in Assassin's Creed 1. Because one of the dialogues that for some reason always triggers me is, he should stop acting like a child. What children do you know climb tall buildings? The other one that I like is from Assassin's Creed 2, I believe, where when they see like Ezio climbing a building, they say, "Oh well, that's one way to get around, I guess." I like that dialogue, but honestly, like in some of the games, some of the reactions people have to characters climbing buildings is somewhat missable. Because you don't really hear them that much. I see you. Go ahead and try and trigger that.
Death from above.
There we go. Got me where I'm sliding. Let's see how it is. Got you before you aggroed. Okay, let's go. It's barely over my head. Okay, let's grab this chest and then we will return to this gang headquarters. Grab this Animus fragment, grab this chest, and then we will head north and grab these guys. I really do enjoy, like, it's relaxing, I guess, to try to, like, explore the map and, like, kind of see new things, I guess. But, I do kind of feel like, just in hindsight, it is kind of trope of Ubisoft games to have, like, wide open areas with a lot of collectibles in between. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of games that do kind of nestle, like, collectibles into the open world, but I feel like Assassin's Creed or Ubisoft is more infamous for doing that. They do that with Far Cry, they do it with Assassin's Creed, they do it with, I think they did it with Ghost Recon Wildlands, if memory serves. Possibly other Ghost Recon games.
I got you, boy.
Damnation! Run! Shit, run!
But I don't really consider, well, it's bad after a certain point, but for the most part, it's keeps you engaged, I guess. At least for me it does, because it's just one more thing for my OCD to focus on. I do feel like that eventually we may be able to get those two counter-assassination missions in a stream very soon. In the stream very soon, I should say. For those curious, I feel like I'm very, as I mentioned in my Sims 3 Pets live stream, I feel like I'm very close to 100%ing Stardew Valley. But I don't know, like, for sure, like, how long it will take me.
Now you see me? Now you die.
I do feel like I am close.
That was a grenade!
There we go. And then mess with Shady Patrick Cormac. Stop it. I will say that one of my highlights for Saturdays, there's a YouTuber that I often go back to, and he frequently makes challenge videos for Elder Scrolls games and Pokemon games every Saturday, and he's actually pretty underrated YouTuber. But I will say that he has like a video that actually should be out right now. I think it releases at 2. That I'm really looking forward to watching. It's Elder Scrolls Oblivion Invisible only. Like, you had to be invisible throughout the entire playthrough. which is something that he'll probably have to use like a mod to do, because I don't know if he is planning on crafting visibility potions, which may at some point be expensive, or if he will just try a mod and just use commands to make him invisible. But I'm really kind of looking forward to seeing that. I always had a blast just watching his Oblivion series challenge videos. It was Skyrim, I guess, but I was curious. The YouTuber I'm talking about that I frequently watch after my Saturday live stream is a channel called Mud Dry Bread, M-A-H, Dry Bread. He's really kind of an underrated streamer. Well, he's a streamer and he's a YouTuber. He streams some of his Let's Plays, I think. I don't know if he streams on YouTube or Twitch. I know he streams. And I also know that he, I also know that he, is like kind of dedicated to like uploading like videos onto his. How can I climb up that? He is kind of dedicated to uploading videos onto his YouTube channel, so he's a little bit of both. There is something that I could talk about, which is very possible that by the end of the year I will have my first book published, and I will very possible I will have my first book published by the end of the year, and I'm considering like turning to YouTube or Twitter and kind of posting a little bit of a contest to try and get people, struggling artists or aspiring artists, to have a chance to be like paid and have a recurring payment role by me. And I'm debating whether or not I should do that, because as of right now, my Twitter account isn't even verified, so if I do consider like creating a contest for that type of thing, it probably won't be noticed on YouTube. On Twitter, I mean.
Good work, kind sir.
But it's very possible I may like turn to some more professional thing, at least until I'm actually more well known, I guess. But it is something that I have been considering. The reason why I want to do that is I would like to be able to help out like a fellow content creator or fellow artist or whatever you want to call him, someone who is actually trying to make things work. I'd like to be able to do that to help them out, but I am thinking about like having kind of have someone like under my payroll where I pay like a couple $100 or maybe something more. I don't know how much art typically goes for. And just have them like recurring like pay them for each artwork they make and submit to me. And I'm planning on using their artwork either as a cover art for my books or for YouTube purposes. But it's something that I am considering. I haven't made a decision yet. But if I do decide to do this, it could be like a good idea to have contests, like art contests, like periodically, to try and like get people to be more well known, I guess. I almost missed that. I almost missed that. Jesus. Hadstow's Farewell. That's another one I don't recognize. I love just randomly just running up and killing people, just telling them with my swords. Assassin River Valley. This is Death of the Executioner. Actually, kind of curious. 30 wood, which I have. 80 stone, which I don't have. Okay, so we'll need to come back for that. We'll get everything else, though. Or 15 Viking swords. Not bad. Go ahead and grab these last 3 chests, and then I believe we should be done apart from the renovation. Which again, we will have to come back for. I will say, honestly, I'm more excited to want to play Assassin's Creed Unity than I am to like, play any other game at this point, because that's a game that let me just go ahead and tell the story about when my first experience with Assassin's Creed Unity, because it's honestly like really stupid. So I played Assassin's Creed Rogue before I played Assassin's Creed Unity, and I reached like maybe like sequence 5 before I stopped playing because my ship was underpowered, and I was a little bit too weak. I didn't focus too much on crafting to upgrade Shay, and I was really struggling on a specific mission. So I stopped playing Assassin's Creed Rogue, and then I turned my attention to Assassin's Creed Unity, and the Assassin's Creed Unity, for those curious, is really the first game where you it's really the first game where you have skill points that you can attribute to unlock certain abilities or new abilities for Arno. It's not something that it's not like you get like new equipment as you play the game in specific missions. You have to physically put in points to specific perks to unlock it. I was led to believe that I ruined Arno's character because I reached a certain point and I was just like too weak to do a main mission. I never gave Phantom Blaze a chance, and because of that I ended up kind of abandoning Assassin's Creed. Okay. I ended up abandoning Assassin's Creed Unity at maybe about sequence 4. I think the last target I killed was a Rat King. And I was kind of discouraged, I guess. 556, 591. I was kind of discouraged, I guess, because I felt like that the reason why... Yes, it's not any of these. I was kind of discouraged, I guess, because I felt like the reason why that I failed was because of something wrong with the game and not an issue with me. Because it's never my fault when bad things happen. 591, 347. Nope. And so I end up like stop playing Assassin's Creed Unity. Whenever I tell my friends, I just made up a story that said, "Oh, I encountered so many bugs that prevented me from playing the game, and it's just so broken." Because I didn't want to admit to anyone else that the reason why I stopped playing Assassin's Creed Unity was because I felt like I ruined Arno's character by attributing points of the wrong skills. Despite the fact that if I continue playing any of the miscellaneous missions, like the Paris stories, 370 and 42, then I will be able to get the points I need to actually... This isn't it either. I would actually be able to get the points I need to be able to get like new skill points to make Arnold stronger. I didn't get that. Yeah, we don't have any new ones. I didn't get that, and because of that, I ended up like really struggling with Assassin's Creed Unity, and I just stopped playing. Like altogether, I just stopped playing. And if I were to give the game more of a chance, I might have been able to enjoy it more, but I didn't even give the game a time of day. I didn't even encounter that many bugs that ruined my experience, if I can be honest here. I think I started playing like maybe after a couple bug patches came out. Because it did release like a series of bug patches, so when I played Assassin's Creed Unity, it was relatively stable. But when I first heard of Assassin's Creed Unity having so many bugs at launch, it became my go-to excuse for why I stopped playing Assassin's Creed Unity, when in reality I was just a dumbass. I was just... Oh god, I was so stupid as a kid. It's just... This is just not me saying, oh, it's not me saying, oh, I'm just like being down on myself. I'm not actually stupid or whatever. I don't want people to think I'm just like being overly negative on myself when I could be like really smart. I do kind of consider myself literally to be like stupider than people give me credit for. I'm someone that is working on getting a master's degree in creative writing. I am good at writing stories. I am somewhat good at video games. But when it comes to actually making smart decisions using my critical thinking skills, then I tend to struggle. And it's really kind of stupid if I'm gonna be honest here, because so many games that I played, I could have actually won if I gave them more of a chance, but I didn't.
Captain has given his orders!
Fire!
Captain, put a shot through her there. Straight to the deep.
Cannon ready! Brace! Brace yourselves! Fire! 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 Fire!
Your mark, Captain.
Fire! 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 Fire!
There we go.
Ready to fire, sir.
Brace for impact! Fire! Fire!
Get in there, sir.
Fire!
That's your weak spot. Take the shot, sir.
There we go.
Loose down! Catch some wind!
Squall, pick it up, Captain!
Ground it hard on! Trim the yards off the wind!
And we'll trade for it.
Those clues up!
Destroy the powder reserves. There we go. Is it gonna come down? There you go, kill the fort captain. That was easy. Yeah, we're not gonna worry about this until much later. When we fully upgrade the Morrigan. So what we are going to do is we're going to be fully exploring all of the locations first, and then we're going to do all the uncharted ones. Just want to check. Okay, so we have 2 areas that are medium range. We are probably going to spend some time like doing naval combat in between, just so that we can upgrade our Morrigan a little bit. I wanted to get one more upgrade into broadside cannons, one more upgrade into the hull, and one more upgrade into a couple more upgrades into. So I want to get an upgrade into the normal cannon shot and an upgrade into heavy shot. As I believe once I get that, I should be ready to do that. Maybe I could also get an upgrade into the mortars. But just for the reason why I'm bringing this up is you can actually tell like how much difficult that the fort is by the number of dots above the thing. So this is 2-star difficulty if we're going to use star system. The fort I just took out had 1 star above their head, so it was 1-star difficulty. That's so much money. How long until this is done? 9 minutes. Okay. Grab you. It's actually going to go to this ammo crate because I can put it on the map. Let's go and grab this ammo crate before we go ahead and grab this last chest. Should be over here. Oh, it's up there. Oh. I've been wrong before. I can hear my dad in the other room. I swear to God, my dad like only has one volume and that's loud. Just randomly heard it. I can't be mad at you, puppy dog. Why would I be mad at you, puppy dog? Just talking to our dog. Actually, one thing that I used to get annoyed with my dad, like back when he had like another dog, like a dog that actually died of old age, that we had to put down a year or so ago. But he never was willing to admit like whenever his dog did any sort of wrong, even when he thought that his dog was perfect and flawless. Like even if you were to tell them that you saw his dog like eat dog crap, he wouldn't even stop to consider the possibility of one of his dogs eating dog crap, because in his eyes his dog is perfect, which is just kind of stupid if I'm gonna be honest here. It's just like really frustrating if I'm gonna be honest. It's just no dog is the same. Like every dog like has its problems, but he used to piss me off so much whenever I told him, oh, by the way, I saw Garbo do this. He said, oh no, Garbo would never do that. The asshole. Should probably get another upgrade in Puckle Gun. So we're gonna be getting an upgrade in whole armor. And be getting another upgrade in whole armor, so we need 250 metal for that. We are going to be getting an upgrade to broadside cannon, so we need 140 metal for that. We'll just go for 250 as right now. Oh, wait. 250 as of right now. 250 metal.
My thanks for your trust, Captain. Hooray!
That's quite a win, Captain!
Get the maids free!
So let's go ahead and do some exploring while we're traveling. We're going to be going to Burgeo.
Top scallops, royal stuff!
If you see any ships that have metal, we are going for it.
Like that win, sir!
Douse the royals and tops!
Ease the main!
Ready to fire, Captain. Schooner by the rigging! Those ships belong to King Louis! Just that ship's... They've hit us, sir!
Fire! Fire!
They're no match for us!
Fire! Fire!
Cannon ready!
Fire!
She's weakest
Fire!
Right to the...
All sail, shall take it!
Come on, Marrow sheets!
Douse all but maids!
Reef the foremain!
There we go.
Get them aloft! Douse all sails!
Kill 5 enemy crew. There we go. We are going to repair the Morrigan. So we got some metal. Gotta continue our way to Burgeo.
We should reinforce the Morrigan with these supply sheds.
We do not have enough to do that. We may be able to get 1 or 2 upgrades, but it's not the upgrade I want. Our main goal is getting 240 metal. I will say that it's always very satisfying when you fully upgrade like any ship. It's satisfying when you fully upgrade the Jackdaw and Assassin Creed 4 Black Flag. It's satisfying when you fully upgrade the Morrigan, Assassin Creed Rogue. And to an extent, it's also satisfying when you fully upgrade the Adrestia and Assassin's Creed Odyssey. But it is a lot of work, but once you get all the work done, it is very satisfying, to say the least.
Reef the topsails and gallants. Clue up! Clue up!
Oh god. 30 metal, 35 wood, 60 stone. We have enough for that, but we need 80 stone, I think, for the one in New York. We're gonna have to come back for that once we get more resources. I'm probably just gonna get this, just complete this location.
I'm waiting for your instructions, sir.
I'm so freaking tired right now, if I'm gonna be honest here. As I mentioned earlier in the stream, oh, there we go, we got a map here. As I mentioned earlier in the stream, I had a late start, I guess you could say, where I woke up at 10 after being unable to fall asleep for, after being unable to fall asleep for, until like 2 o'clock in the morning. So like, if I sound like off, if I sound like generally unmotivated, I'm just tired. I'm like very tired, so please don't like take my silence or my lack of energy as a signification that I'm bored or that I'm just not interested, I guess, in the game. It's just I'm literally trying to do everything I can to keep myself from falling asleep. So 556, 591. So there are hares in this area. Arctic hares and Arctic fox. So we need 2 Arctic hare pelts and we'll get a health upgrade. Let's go and grab that. I just kind of figured there was like another way to get there. I think it's actually a layer above me. You can craft a smoke bomb pouch. We need 2 more Arctic fox pelts for a pistol ammo pelt. Pouch, I should say. I don't know where these Arctic hares are. Another voice in the grave. We again aren't going to be playing those until after we get them all, because they tell like the next story. The sword is down there. I'm still looking for the 2 hair pelts for a health upgrade. That's what I'm looking for primarily. This area isn't that big, that's a problem. You may have to go to another area that's Arctic house, maybe Arctic hair pelts, because we're not getting much of anything in this place. This area is so small. I don't think like any of them are gonna spawn. The problem is, I feel like these NPCs are kind of taken up by any of those spawn things. So I may just complete this location and move on. Because I'm not saying anything.
This is more like it.
I love Shay's voice. I don't know what it is, but I always just love like Irish accents in characters. They just sound so interesting to me. I really love like any accents, mainly because I just been like exposed to American accents for so long. I just kind of think like any other accent is just kind of more interesting, I guess. Yeah, we're just gonna complete this location and move on. We're not getting any spawns. I think this area is too small to spawn like anything interesting. There's nothing here. Let's just move on. Supposedly there are Arctic foxes and Arctic hares here, but there's just none are spawning, so I think the area is too small, and because there's NPCs are there, it's taking out the spawn rate. Oh wait, I know this one. Is this the one with the penguins? Or not the penguins, what are they? So, I think it might be penguins, I don't know. Bro, that location looks familiar to me. And this may actually be the location where you eventually unlock the Templar armor. I may be wrong though. Shit! Shit!
Studs out. Let's get moving.
I'm gonna try and like get a cleave on him. No, I won't be able to. There you go. I know I said I wanted another brig, a frigate, but I think I'm gonna I think I'm gonna make this my send this to my fleet, and I'm gonna salvage one of my schooners.
Loose and catch the wind!
We
Or
have the
sail!
goods. Let us
All
take out the
sail!
Morrigan and new finery.
How much materials do we have? Not there where you check it, it is here.
Dark skies and
Looks like we have a storm coming in, which is not at all ideal.
Short sail! Get off the squall!
So we're gonna be ignoring like the Uncharted collectibles for right now.
All
We will be
sail!
going back and getting it once we're done with this. Once we're done with all the locations. When we get to Pearl Island, we are going to be accessing the the Cormac fleet, and we are going to send out some more ships and get started on the Pearl Island. For those curious, according to howlongtobeat.com, a completionist playthrough will take about like 40 or 60 hours. I can't remember which. This isn't really the longest Assassin's Creed game, but it does have a lot of content.
It's a prisoner of war, Titzer. We should rescue them.
British prisoners on that ship. We can save them, Captain.
Snowstorm!
We're not going to worry about the POW. There is an achievement relating to the prisoner of war ship, but we're not going to worry about that just yet. We're not equipped to handle that.
Huge swell rolling into starboard!
I will say that there is one game where the naval combat is probably the more goofiest I've ever played.
Passing!
And it's actually the naval combat Kingdom Hearts 3, where your ship essentially becomes a superhero. Like the best description I can make of it. So there are examples of there's like a thing you can do in Kingdom Hearts 3 where you kind of build like a gauge. You can do like specific abilities with their ship. One of them is having your ship like jump in the air and crash down on a target, which is just pretty ridiculous. It's fun. It's fun to do, sure, but it's also just kind of really ridiculous to see. But yeah, there are some games where naval combat is just so out there.
Fire!
Man of War.
Fire!
Pearl Island sighted, Captain.
Floating! Douse the royals and tops! Ease off the wind! All in all sail!
Okay. Go ahead and send our ships out. So we are going to sell Victoria. it's lost a ship. Just gonna go ahead and sell, send all of our ships out. Just trying to earn more money. Okay. That could have gone so bad, I'm just saying. Synchronize. Again, that also could have gone so bad. Just saying. Don't know why he didn't do a leap of faith from the top, but as soon as he dropped down and then he jumped off, I got so scared for a second there. Because he could have easily went in a completely different direction. Penguins! So I actually did kind of find out that those actually aren't penguins, but they're actually representation of, I think it's an extinct bird now, but it was alive at this time period. I may be completely wrong, but I do kind of remember hearing something about that. But those technically aren't penguins, they're just a flightless bird that used to exist in this area at this time, but no longer exists now. Which I always thought was pretty cool once I learned about that. Like, Ubisoft didn't have to like have that detail. Like, so probably like everyone playing this game would just assume that these are penguins. But, because they kind of look like it. It's interesting when you know that's extra detail. It's also kind of interesting that you can't actually kill those animals or programs to like jump into the water when you get near them. Like, oh, so can't shoot them. As you get near them, you can't use a sword to attack them. They're just there for aesthetics. I think I may be wrong. I don't think it's actually the area where you encounter the Templar armor. I think it may be a different location. But I was actually right in kind of remembering this area because Another thing that I remember about this place was the penguins. So I was also right about that. I keep on calling them penguins. They're not penguins. I don't know what they are actually called, but I'm calling them penguins because they kind of look like them. So you may have time to complete these last two areas before we kind of wrap things up. So let's go ahead and kind of end this stream off with a bang. Just complete these last two areas, and then we will go ahead and end the live stream. I do want to check 20 metal, 20 wood, 70 stone we don't have. Go ahead and try and get some materials.
Give me some speed!
Full sails! I don't like that wind, sir!
There's like an old song that I remember playing like, from an old children's toy. I can't remember what song that was, like where I heard that, well, like, what toy it was. I think it was like from like a old toy from for Christmas.
Warship coming on us, sir!
Fire! Fire! Fire!
Deal with more than one, sir! They can't
Fire!
against us, sir!
Fire!
That's got them!
Fire! 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 Fire!
Damage report!
Fire!
Keep a safe distance and use the mortars on her!
Fire!
Coming ship of war, Captain! Brig! French ship, Captain! You're not alone, sir! Look! Put a shot there! Ready to fire!
Briefing on, folks! Loose all and trim sharp to the wind!
Take care. These waters are well guarded.
Douse all but mates! Heave! Heave!
Okay. There you go. Gonna repair the Morrigan.
Mates out! Let's go! Fire! Fire! Fire!
love the poker gun so much.
Brig! They're French! They've brought some friends, sir!
Avoid her ransom!
Fire!
Firing a bullet!
Brace!
Take care, sir!
Report! Taken here!
Fire!
Fire! Hit them!
They're firing a
Fire!
bullet!
Fire! Haul in the stunsails! Fire! Drop this!
Right! We're going to hit!
Just go ahead and board this ship just so that we can just restore health. There you go. There, the Morrigan.
Get the mainsails into the wind!
They're firing a bullet!
Brace!
We've been hit! Damage!
Crowd on every inch of sail! Drag them down!
How's my aim call 1-800 kiss my ass? I love that line so much. I was curious, I got that reference from a scary movie. And there's like a, it's kind of stolen from like a bumper sticker, if I'm gonna be honest here. But the actual quote is, "How's my driving? Call 1-800 kiss my ass." It's like on the bumper of like a truck that just did like a hit and run. You may have enough materials, so I may just try and like make a book for it, make a rig for it. Let's check. Oh yeah. Yeah, we have enough.
Loose mainsails!
They're firing a bullet!
Fasten yourselves!
Careful, Captain!
Top! Brace yourselves! They have reinforcements on the way!
Really just try and like run away.
Report! Brace for impact! We've been hit!
Come on. You don't see me.
Fasten yourselves!
You don't see me. You totally don't see me. Leave me alone.
Incoming fire! Keep out of her way!
Fire! Hey, starboard! Ready to hit them, sir! Trim the yards off the way! Hold them in! Get off the way! Ready to fire! 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 Blues down! Catch the
Freaking dick. Just would not leave me the fuck alone. Actually, we'll go up here first. Mr. Oblivious. Okay, now all we have to do is kill the third sniper, and the settlement is liberated. Dunzo. Look at that. Or it may just end off with just doing this, completing this area. You almost made me ruin it, you piece of fucking crap guard. I would have fucking killed you on the spot if you caused me to miss that.
Bravery. I hope they get what's coming to them. Cowards.
Say what you will about Braddock the Border. He's a better leader than Shirley or Newcastle. Is there no one fit to lead an army?
Someone should help. Where are the guards?
We're likely to die of boredom before we can die from a fight. Such a damn shame. I expected a fair fight.
Poor thing. Someone should help. Where are the guards when we need them?
And there you go. So let's actually return to New York, and we will actually end things off with completing that area that we were at before. So we're going back to New York, and we are going to Kingsfield. I don't know why this shakes for some reason. Like, it's always when I'm fast traveling to a specific location. That is such a nice change. Repair all dock ships. Yes, please. Frigate is done. Frigate's done. Okay, it's gonna go to missions. We will go into Carrick Fergus and R. Sussex. Florida, and we will send our Blanche. Okay, now let's go ahead and head to this renovation thing, and after this we're going to end the live stream, and I think we do have the materials needed for that. I'll be very surprised if we don't. But regardless, we get there, and whether or not we renovate this or we don't have the materials for it, we will be in the live stream there, because we are out of time. Once again, I do apologize for being late by about 4 minutes. Really kind of wasn't something I was anticipating, but for those curious what to expect on Sunday's stream, we may very well, I'm probably going to be making it more for focus, get the level 10 every skill. So for any day that isn't lucky, I'm probably going to be spending my time running around and getting any foraging items that I can. And so it's very possible that tomorrow we will be getting level 10 every skill. We will also be doing our usual, let's see, 30 wood we have, 80 stone. We will also be doing our usual work and getting our friendships leveled up for all of our friends, and also slight possibility we may finish getting to the bottom of King's what's called Full Cavern, but really unsure about that. In the meantime, that's gonna do it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and if you are remotely interested in what you see today, all the games I cover on my channel will be for 100% completion. I will be streaming Assassin's Creed Rogue on the Xbox 360 next Saturday, 1 p.m. to 4 Pacific Standard Time. I will be streaming Stardew Valley for 1% completion on Sundays, 1 p.m. to 4 Pacific Standard Time. And I will be streaming Sims 3 Pets for 1% completion on Fridays, 1 p.m. to 4 Pacific Standard Time. If you are interested in games being played for 100% completion, know that not only go for 100% in-game statistics, but 100% in achievements as well. That's gonna do it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hello everyone, and welcome to my Assassin's Creed Rogue post-stream session where I go over the new entries for the database. You got a fair bit of entries, let's go ahead and see what we got. So I know for a fact we got some new war letters. We got Cuban salvage. 1750. Dear Father, I have arrived in Cuba. Since the loss of Grandmaster Torres, the underworld of Havana has been in the grip of the mascot assassin Rona Dinsmore. Dinsmore is old but well protected. I fear there may be no right established here until our brotherhood is eradicated. I fear the West Indies may be lost to us. I will stay in Havana for a time. I will search for this precursor box to the best of my abilities. I trust my work here will erase any doubt our family owes to that wretched Birch. Our little son, Rafael Joaquin de Ferrer. Havana. De Ferrer sounds familiar. Was he someone that we killed in Assassin's Creed Black Flag? De Ferrer is such a familiar name to me. I just don't know where I heard it from. 1744, Mentor. I have followed John de la Tour to his homeland in the north. The weather does not agree with me, as I am too used to the climate of the West Indies. But I will not let this arrogant bastard know how much I suffer. We arrived in Quebec to find Matthew Lavelle, a slave from Martinique who was purchased by the French government to serve as an executioner. He was said to possess certain knowledge of the first civilization, but we were too late. Cold weather took its toll on the poor man and he died from an illness last September. But all was not lost. Secure Lavelle's depression, the government procured him a wife from the West Indies. As the marriage could no longer take place, she was put up for sale. John de la Tour, acting on instinct, bought her, and he was right. Though she was scarcely allowed to be in her attendant presence due to the fear of infection, the executioner gave her his most trusted secrets and she promised to keep them safe. I asked for her name, and she told me she had just been baptized Angelique Denise, and before that she had another name given to her by another master. I told her that as she no longer had a master, her freedom would begin by choosing a name for herself. She laughed. She has a most delightful laugh. And she told me that her name was Abigail. I have changed my mind about John de la Tour, your disciple, Achilles, at Quebec. Abigail. Wasn't Abigail Achilles' wife? That sounds familiar to me. Ruinous Rainet. 1749, Master Harrison. We regret that you will not be able to attend our soiree. Madame de Pompadour wishes to see the sea, and King Louis XV has chosen our fair city to satisfy her. The city will no doubt disrupt the finances of the city to a great degree, but that hardly concerns people like us, does it? I trust her Grandmaster Birch as well. Business is broken. Our business between our two companies is going rather well. As per his request, we have begun to expand our colonial operations to include searches for precursor elements. We have made contact with Madeleine de Lisle in New Orleans. We are also talking to our Spanish contemporaries, who are also quite active in the area. They suggest that while gaining access to Yucatan via the West Indies is dangerous, entry through the English colonies might be safer. Please thank Grandmaster Birch for his thoughtful gifts, and rest assured we will inform him if and when we make a discovery. May the Father of understanding guide you, Magdalene Levesque Havre, I don't know how to pronounce that. Levesque also sounds familiar. So once again, we got some new cave paintings, and we got some new Animus fragments. We are going to be waiting until we get them all to go over them. Going over sea shanties, just as per usual, I will not be able to play any of these sea shanties because I have them disabled for this playthrough to avoid copyright. If you want to listen to any of these sea shanties, feel free to look these up on YouTube, and you'll likely find a video that is playing them. But because of copyright, I cannot have these played. But these are all the sea shanties I have. Feel free to look them up at your own time. These, we got a new one for James Wardrop. James Ward, we already read this, didn't we? What's new? I think. Wait a minute. I think this entire entry isn't it? Do we not have like an Animus database for James Wardrop? When we killed him? James Wardrop was born to a Templar family in the American colonies. He followed in his father's footsteps and was inducted into the Templar Order in 1720. James Wardrop's main task was to secure land and wealth for the Templar Order, but the Templars were not officially established in the American colonies. Men like Wardrop were slowly but surely setting things in motion. In 1744, he began to build a trade network for the order that ran from the colonies to the West Indies. By 1750, he was working with Christopher Guest to acquire land in North America. Wardrop endeavored to keep the fledgling American colonies loyal to the British government, but was not above using his position to line his own pockets. Wardrop was entrusted with the manuscript by Lawrence Washington. Shade caught up to him in Albany during the Albany Congress and killed him. That's all we have for him. Nothing else new. Let's go ahead and go into ships. We actually got a new, not under that, but we got a new ship type, but go ahead and nothing new here. Landmarks. Albany City Hall. I think this is new. Albany's first city hall was built by the Dutch in the 1660s. It was speculated that the British replaced that city hall with a larger building on the same site around 1740, but it was still referred to by the Dutch name Stadhuis. But in 17... actually, yeah, I think I read this. Just gonna finish. In 1754, the Stadhuis was decided the Albany Congress, where Benjamin Franklin first proposed the union of the 13 British colonies. City Hall. This building was built in 1700 and began its function as New York City Hall in 1702. It housed a city jail until 1759. It did not become famous until the American Revolution, when delegates from 9 of the 13 colonies met to organize a protest against the British Stamp Act. Fighting Cock's Tavern. The tavern is best known as a starting point for the Great Fire of New York that destroyed 25% of the city in 1776. Must resist urge to make jokes about tavern name B. Very mature. Trinity Church. Trinity Church was conducted in 1698, and the pirate captain William Kidd lent equipment from his ship to help hoist the stones. In 1709, it created a charity school for itself. The school moved into its own building in 1749, and King's College, now known as Columbia University, was founded in that building's first floor. The church was restored in the Great Fire in 1776, which started in the Fighting Cock's Tavern. So now we have ship types. We actually got a new one for Man-O-War. You can just see that for yourself. I believe that we actually got that for the British POW, which we didn't actually fight, and that actually does about the new entries. So I do not think that we got like any new entries for the modern day. I would be very surprised if we do, but we will be checking once we get to the present day 3, I believe. That's gonna do it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all next time.